Buying tickets to sports and concerts can be so complicated, but there's a better, simpler way to buy. With SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to get tickets to live events. With SeatGeek's seamless mobile experience, you can buy and sell tickets in just 2 taps. SeatGeek helps you find the best seats at the best prices, and they're fully guaranteed. There's nothing quite like seeing your favorite team or musician in person, and SeatGeek will get you closer to the action for the best value. I have the SeatGeek app on my phone, and it is by far the easiest way I've found to shop for tickets. I can be anywhere, and with just a few taps, I can instantly find seats. I actually used SeatGeek to get some Dodger tickets just a couple weeks ago. So easy, so quick, seamless. SeatGeek is designed to make your ticket buying experience easier than ever. Make SeatGeek your go-to app for finding the best deals on every type of ticket, from sports to concerts to comedy and theater. Best of all, our listeners get $20 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app, enter promo code JNJ, JANDJ today. Again, download the SeatGeek app, enter the promo code JANDJ, and you will get $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase.
And now, Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN Radio.
When I pop the trunk, head the deck. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood.
Now act stupid, I'll pop the trunk. Now give me your boom.
He is Jalen Rose.
What up, Doe?
And I'm David Jacoby.
And on the cool check-in.
And we are Jalen Jacoby.
Man, I quit.
ESPN Radio.
Baron, I was supposed to say center stage on the mic.
You didn't say it.
And then he's supposed to say, you didn't give me a chance.
You didn't say center stage on the mic.
No.
You didn't do it. You can blame other people for your mistakes better than anybody else in my entire life. You made a mistake, and then you yelled at Baron. Baron has nothing to do with this. You know that, right?
I was calling for Baron's hug and sympathy because you and Reg continue to mess up the intro.
I tried to hug Baron once, and he rejected me. He doesn't like to hug.
That's you guys. He loves to hug me.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you hugged Baron before?
I hugged him today.
I'm sad now. This podcast is broken. Can we try again?
No, it's not.
He is Jalen Rose.
I'm not giving you editing power.
And I am David Jacoby.
And we putting it on wax. It's the new style.
And we are Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN
We're a
Radio
dysfunctional
and
family.
ESPN2.
But you know one thing we learned about this family?
Don't hug Baron.
It's really important. Whatever happens in this house stays in this house.
Well, you know we're broadcasting this around the world, right?
But only 5 people
You know
listen.
people listen internationally, right? We got my man Matthias. He's in some country, I forgot where. Belgium. Something like that.
As long as Big Crown is listening.
Big Crown's always listening. If we don't put out a podcast, people don't get mail.
No.
We are joined
Yeah.
by Cari Champion today.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, we have Women Crush Wednesday on the radio show. We celebrate the more intelligent, more responsible, kinder,
The appropriate. So
better gender
then
of our
why-
species.
Oh, then why'd you bring me on?
Because you're the only person who would agree to come on the show. Who else is available at 1 in the morning? You know? Like, come on. We've been trying to get this clip cleared for like a week now. And they will not clear the clip, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Aisha Curry.
And you can just Google a clip.
Was on The Real.
Uh-huh.
And she was asked, what is like the most scandalous picture in your phone? And she obviously was like, went through her head, like, can't show that one, can't show that one. And she showed a picture of her feet. And then she said that when Steph Curry asks for nudes, she sends him pictures of her feet because Steph Curry has a foot fetish.
Yeah.
And then she immediately saw those words come out of her mouth and was like, I really messed up on live television.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that.
So, Cari,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel about this particular thing that Steph Curry has?
Okay, so I'm not a big person. Like, I don't like feet, period. Right?
Oh, okay.
That's not my thing. I don't understand men that do, but I think men think it indicates what type of woman they're dealing with.
So, if you were Aisha and you let out this secret on national television, how do you tell Steph Curry? Because I don't think he was watching The Real that day.
Okay.
How do you tell Steph Curry that it happened?
Well, you just be like, babe, I told everybody you like feet, but I don't know if you guys now know. Have you seen the women actually sending him foot photos?
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a big thing. Like, women are jumping into his DMs, and not necessarily DMs, his mentions with pictures of their feet. They're like, so how about this? What you think? How you doing? She's probably upset because now these ladies are trying to get her man with their feet.
Jalen, would you tweet Steph Curry a picture of your feet?
Could you?
Could you please for the show? Good press for the show.
I'm like Cari.
I'll do it in a second. I got good feet.
Into my personal feet.
I'm not into your feet either, to be honest with you.
Because when you're wearing a size 8 and the shoes you're rocking are a size 6 growing up, you have corns for a long time.
Man.
And then you run and play basketball and stop. Like, I have feet like they were in the Flintstones.
What do your toenails look like?
Not like Shaq's.
Okay.
Okay, not like Shaq's. But what I will say is this. I had to follow up. So what do you think about all of the thirsty females that are sliding in his DMs,
so
knowing that he's in a relationship? How do you feel about the woman that's pushing up on the dude?
I think that's the worst thing ever.
And vice versa, when she or he know that they got a mate?
I think that is the worst thing ever. Here's the thing. When people do that, it's no respect at all for anybody. And it's already hard to be an athlete and live that life. How many women are coming at you? I'm looking at him, and you know about that. When all the women were coming at you.
All the time. Every time I leave the house.
That's how we're at every day.
Yeah, that's right. You're on TV every day. You make millions of dollars. You have to stop these women.
Billions, actually.
Billions, and legit. How'd you stop the women?
It's one of those things, as you mentioned, it's just disrespectful. It's flagrant.
Well, it's flagrant.
It is. Something else happened that was a little disrespectful and flagrant I want to bring to your guys' attention.
Okay.
Rick Ross attended
Rose
Gucci Mane's wedding. Look, there's Diddy, Gucci, and he had a Wingstop cup at the wedding.
Something wrong with that?
Cari, if this was your wedding,
oh my God,
would you be offended if one of the guests, even if it is Ricky Rose, brought a promotional Wingstop cup to the wedding?
You know what? Because he made that wedding possible, right? He helped out, right? He gave us a bag, right?
He came to represent,
right?
Yeah, he probably had a nice gift for the bride and groom.
He probably gave him some money, and that was maybe fair. There was wings there.
Maybe there was wings there.
Perhaps there were wings there. So I wouldn't be mad. Catered courtesy of Wingstop.
Really? This isn't the time for to plug your brand.
I disagree with you.
This isn't the time for that.
Because
Rose,
shout to Gucci and his lovely bride, but they're doing it on television.
So,
which means that you're there to promote what you're trying to get off, and so am I. My disappointment in Rose and his amazing cup is that everybody else didn't have one.
When Jalen gets married, his suit's going to look like a NASCAR outfit. It's going to have all these brands on it. He's going to be selling stuff like a boxer. He's going to have a stamp on his forehead.
I can see that.
Uber.com.
Who like that? Because you got to hustle. You got to make your money.
Pictures and everything.
Everything. Sponsored.
So this is a very important piece of news.
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony spoke speaking to the New York Times, I believe. I don't really read stuff.
Yeah.
And he said that Phil Jackson would trade him for a bag of chips. Now, Cari, if you were traded for a bag of chips, what type of chips would you want to be traded for?
This is difficult because I love a couple of kind of chips. But Doritos. I'm going to stick with Doritos.
I'm going to
go with Doritos.
I want to go with, you can trade me for a bag of chips, but I want it to be like peanut butter chocolate Chex Mix. You know those ones?
That's not chips.
Doritos aren't chips either.
Doritos aren't chips.
Those are tortilla chips.
You
know what? That's the staff said to me too. This is exactly what the staff said to me too. Those are really chips. They come in a bag. There are some chips in the mix. It's a mix. There's chips involved.
They're not chips.
There's chips involved.
No, they're not chips. It's like a hot dog isn't a sandwich. Like their chips aren't.
You know what?
Preach to him.
You know, I don't like this anymore.
You see the kind of things that we disagree
about. I don't like this anymore.
I'm talking about
the hot ganged up on. This is why we don't have guests on the show. This is why we don't have guests on the show, because I get ganged up on.
I gotta go. You don't like me?
They're chips.
Let me stay.
I would take better made barbecue chips and barbecue popcorn.
Okay, I like it.
What did you say? Chex? Who said it in your ear, Reggie?
No. We had an argument earlier in the day about this.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
I prepared for the show, unlike you, Jalen Rose.
You know what this is? We call it on this program. It's cultural.
You know what else this is? This is a fight, and we're going to argue about it during the break.
Do you think it's cultural? Do you feel like we are ganging up on you because it's cultural?
No.
Okay.
Because they're not chips.
They're not.
And a hot dog.
I don't think they're really chips. I was just trying to think of the best chips.
Anything that has bread is a sandwich.
If the people wanted to enjoy the first night of NBA action, they got to for about 5 minutes till Gordon Hayward got hurt.
Yes.
But there was news that broke of a fight in practice for the Bulls. Jalen Rose, it's time for you to take us behind the curtain.
Here's how this happens. You have Mirotic and Bobby Portis. They're around the same age. Mm-hmm. They play the same position. Mm-hmm. There are no seasoned veterans on the Chicago Bulls. Remember the last couple of years when Dwayne Wade along with Jimmy Butler, were out of step. Who brought them back in? Rajon Rondo.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook posts.
Yeah.
These guys need to practice. These guys need to lead. In today's NBA, it's cheaper to keep all younger players on the roster. So spots 10 through 15, those used to be seasoned vets. And you know what they do? They teach the young guys how to be professional, how to deal with the media, how to deal with adversity, how to deal with adjusting to your role, and definitely not fighting one
And how to not punch each other in the face?
If vets were on that roster, Cari champion, David Jacoby,
Yes.
this doesn't happen in one day. These guys throw elbows and dislike each other every other day. And then all of a sudden it becomes something that boils over, and it's really unfortunate for them and the squad.
Here's one thing that you said when we found out about this news. You said, oh, that's on the teammates. Oh, that's on the teammates. Because, Cari, can't you imagine a scenario in which there are two dudes barking at each other, trying to act like they want to fight, but they don't really want to fight? The onus is on the other people there to sort of break it up. Don't you think?
I agree, because you never want to pop. And no one wants to go at it, so you just have to leave it. Yeah, no, you're right. So I agree. They're too young, and you were right about Rajon. They don't have Dwayne Wade there. They don't have anybody there. Who's on their roster?
That's my point exactly. They have all players that are at the point of the career where they're trying to make a name for themselves or be out of the league.
Okay, so I want to know who's responsible in terms of the person who got hit. So we're saying that Mirotic is hurt, right?
Yes.
Concussion?
There are reports from our colleague Woj that Mirotic was actually the aggressor in the scuffle.
That's what I hear.
That Mirotic was the one kind of chasing him around or whatever. So then when I hear that, I don't feel so bad about the fact that he got punched in the face. It's like, oh, guess what? You're running around trying to fight somebody, and then you get punched in the face when you fight somebody.
Yeah, you're going to get it.
And you mentioned the aggressor, which means an instigation took place, which means this was a process, like I said. It wasn't simultaneous. They didn't wake up that morning, I don't like you, you don't like me, and then I just punch you in the face. It don't work like that.
How many fights did you have?
I had 0 fights as an NBA player.
0?
Yes.
That would be none.
I had a lot of hold me back type of moments, as this should have become. You don't allow it to get like this. What are your thoughts? When people disagree, that are your teammates, that are your friends,
violence is always the answer.
Yeah, no, you can't. Violence is not always the answer. No, violence is maybe. You know what though? You ever get into a uncomfortable agreement with your coworker? Have you ever?
All the time, every day.
Off air?
On air, off air, all the time.
How do you guys resolve that?
Well, we basically just bury it deep down in our souls until it bubbles up later in life. Okay. Isn't that how everyone does this? Like, isn't this how this works? We just pretend everything's fine and then just move on?
No, you're right. No, I said you have these awkward moments. I have them every morning on our show. I really do love David Lloyd. He gets on my nerves.
There's a buck coming. Yeah, that's how it always is. That's how it always is.
He gets on all of my nerves.
Is it true that you guys do that show coast to coast so you will not have a physical altercation?
Yes, it's true.
We can't just separate them. We got to get them 3,000 miles apart from each other to make that happen.
Yes. I put them paws on them once, and that was it.
The big game was between the Celtics and the Cavs. We're all excited about it. And before the game, there was plans from the Cleveland Cavaliers to run a video tribute to Kyrie Irving. Those plans were found out by the Cavaliers players who shut down the video tribute. If you were a Cleveland Cavalier, would you stand up and say you cannot run this tribute to Kyrie Irving?
I would. Listen, you're gone. It's not seriously. It's fine. It's great. I love you. It's good. You went on. You did your thing. But no, why? Why does he deserve a tribute? Explain to me why exactly. Because you got us a chip. It was actually LeBron. Because you were here for all this time without a chip. He doesn't deserve it. You're on a new team, and it's a better sports city, and you have other things to do. I would not allow that to happen. Not on my watch. I'm petty.
So Jalen, I know how you operate. Petty. I know how you operate. If you were in the Cavs locker room, would you say something to management, or would you tell someone else to say something to management?
I'm rolling with Cari. I just tell LeBron.
Yeah. All you gotta do.
Just tell LeBron. You don't have to talk to a lot of people. Because if he wanted a tribute to happen, guess what would have taken place?
It would have been a tribute.
Exactly.
No question about it.
It wasn't the Cavs players. You're right. LeBron got a hold of it.
It's LeBron. That's what it was. Yeah, just tell LeBron.
Oh, you don't want to run with us? Okay, we don't want to do a tribute for you. And you know they say time heals all wounds, but not yet.
It doesn't. Well, it's interesting. Let's watch the hug after the game. So Kyrie Irving had a chance to tie the game. He misses the shot. It was a tough shot. And then immediately they do the handshake and the hug. LeBron gives him a little snuggle. Were you surprised at this immediate sort of, embrace right after the game?
So it was like Marlon Wayans back in the day when he'd give you the bro hug and he'd just rub your head 15 times.
Yes.
The reason why it transpired like that, the horrific injury that took place to Gordon Hayward.
Oh, good point.
Because what initially takes place is people use all of these terms as it relates to sports. You're going to battle. You're going to war. And then all of a sudden you see a guy fracture his ankle and shatter his fibula like something that we have not seen. And all of a sudden it humanizes everyone. The audience, the players. And yes, you asked to leave us, but man, it could always be worse. Give me some love and I'll see you next time.
You're right. At the end of the day, they made it look like, you know what, all this really isn't worth it at the end of the day. I appreciated that. Although,
it was nice.
Although I'm still of the belief that Kyrie can't stand him and LeBron can't stand him.
I kind of think so too.
I don't think they like each other.
Hey guys, it's Leslie from LA. So I was listening to the show yesterday, and I listen every day because I love it so much. Shout out to way back when this was a Papa Trump production. Anyways, I was listening and you guys were talking about the whole Air Asia thing. And then Jacoby said those things drop down that you're supposed to put on your kids' faces first. Okay, let me stop you right there. No, Jacoby, you're supposed to put your mask on first. It's like the #1 rule, and everyone uses it as a metaphor. Come on. Okay, but my question for Cari is, Cari, are you reading any good books right now? If so, can you name, like, your top 5 ever? All right, thanks, guys, for giving the people what they want. Have a great day.
Okay, so I am absolutely reading a book right now.
What are books?
They are these things that have words in them.
Those long magazines without pictures?
Yes.
The things that when people look like me, they say if you want to hide something from them, put it in a book.
Okay, so you have to read for a reason. I'm reading Gabby's book, Gabby Union's book. We're going to need more wine.
Very nice.
And
what's the book titled?
We're going to need more wine.
Really?
And there is a topic. Do we have a bleep button here? There's an actual.
You can say exactly whatever you want.
So there is a chapter that says famous vaginas get itchy too, and that is fascinating. Like, she literally is talking about her love life, how she's trying to have kids, how it's difficult, her husband and how they came together, and then she's always just talking about being a baller's wife. Why it's not easy. Yeah. Famous.
I love the two of them.
Vaginas get itchy too.
I appreciate her honesty. Usually people that are successful public figures are privately who they can be publicly.
Yeah.
And when she came out and said the number of miscarriages that she's had, when she's saying 8 or 9, that hopefully becomes something that other people, especially women, can draw off and have a level of strength.
Yeah, because the fact that she's saying it's not easy because they're rich and famous, you really can relate that. She's so simple. She's and she's grown. She'll tell you that too. She used to be a mean girl, and now she's everybody's girl. I appreciate that because everybody has to evolve.
I love them. We celebrate power couples.
Yes, indeed. No question.
Thank you so much, Cari, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You're far too kind.
If you call 985-80-JALEN, you can leave us a voicemail, and we'll answer it on the show just like this.
Hi, Jalen. Hi, Jacoby. My name is Melissa, and today is my birthday, so I hope Reggie plays this for Women Crush Wednesday. I currently live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, so I'm a Detroit native, so shout out to a Detroit icon who's also celebrating a birthday today, Eminem. So I have 2 quick facts and then a question. First, my first year of AAU basketball, I wore number 5 because of Jalen. Second, when I played for the Michigan Heat and AAU girls team, I played basketball with Jalen's niece, Rose. So now my question. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and this year, my boyfriend and I, shout out to Ross, who's been a faithful listener since I put him on the pod, we're doing a couple's costume. We're both WWE fans, and we do CrossFit, so we're going as John Cena and Nikki Bella. So, are couple's costumes a soft move or a boss move? And if you think they're a boss move, what would you and your significant others go as for Halloween? Last, shout out to your beautiful staff. Hope you guys have an awesome day.
Staff ain't so beautiful. I mean, they're hardworking. They're the best in the business. We do have a pretty handsome staff, though.
We do.
Yeah.
And by the way,
I'll take it back. We have a beautiful staff.
And if we were to play the game Battle of the Network Stars, I think we hold our own against most programs on any network.
Our staff is like 1/5 of the size of most programs. You know what I mean?
If you're going to take 8 strong candidates, I'm running with our squad.
I'm always running with our squad because I rep for J&J. Let's talk about Melissa. Happy birthday, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Eminem.
Happy birthday to
Happy birthday, Rachel Nichols.
Happy birthday, Rachel Nichols.
25 this year, Rachel.
Big shout, Marshall Mathers. Man, I appreciate that freestyle you did on Donald Trump. With that being said, a couple of things. Appreciate the love, rocking number 5 for the Michigan AAU Heat. Also, Tanae's doing great. My niece. That's real spill.
Shout to Tanae.
She's talking like she's family. Like she said, she's from Grand Rapids. She grew up in Detroit. It's all love. A couple of things I want to unpack. Dressing up when you're a couple for Halloween, that's 1,000% a boss move.
It's a boss move, especially if you pull it off well.
The other thing is a bigger boss move, putting your boyfriend onto the podcast.
Exactly. I like that and the other way around. You know, it's like I had to put him on. Oh, do you want a dope pod to step to?
Let me put you up on some game.
Search Jalen and Jacoby
you sit
in Google.
down here, and you're going to give me an hour, and I'm going to give you a dope pod to step to.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Love Cena and Bella. Glad you're dressing up like them.
Y'all better be in shape, though.
No, just do you. Don't worry about him. Just do
listen,
you.
if someone said to me, "Hey, Jacoby, I want you to dress up as John Cena for Halloween," I would be doing some push-ups.
Jacoby, they'll give you a front body cast or cover.
Spanx?
No, you have those on the day. I can tell.
No Spanx today.
And I'm not sure that
Reg,
Molly
I'm
and
not
I,
wearing Spanx.
I'm not sure if Molly and I are going to dress up for Halloween, but I know that we were watching Wonder Woman recently and she got inspired.
Oh, really?
She did.
Wonder Woman's a good movie, by the way.
No question. And so I would deem that because it came up during that movie, if this happens, she would be Wonder Woman and I would be the person that she was battling with late in that movie. I don't
want to give it away. I don't want to spoiler alert it.
But we'll see if it plays out. I don't think it's going to play out.
Here's the thing: is you got to have somewhere to go.
There's great ideas, but then all of a sudden Saturday comes, and it's like, I'm not putting that on.
Yeah, and I don't want to go to a party.
Let's just watch a movie.
Yeah, let's just stay in and order some Chinese.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to put on a costume. No. My wife is dressing the twins as the dead twins from The Shining.
That is dope. And I remember
I don't know how she's going to pull it off.
From Jack when he busts out through the door. That's classic.
Yeah, it is.
Surprised.
I'm not even gonna, you know what? I'm past that part of the podcast where I tell you to explain plots. But I would have loved to hear your explanation for the plot of The Shining. I'm not. You know what? I'm not past that.
Jalen Rose is about to explain a movie plot.
I thought I was past it. I'm not as mature as I thought I was.
So there was a sense of normalcy in Jack Nicholson's life.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden things went awry and he went a little crazy.
He did get a little cuckoo.
And once he became crazy, he wanted to exact revenge on everyone he felt like did him wrong.
Mm-hmm. All work and no play makes Jack a dope boy.
And based on that, he was going to kill everybody in sight.
Great song by Black Moon. Let's move on. So we've got a Reddit page. I'm there all the time, trolling, just seeing what people are, how they're disrespecting me. You know what I mean? A lot of compliments, but there's always some disrespect. I love our Reddit page. I love the Reddit community. Shout out to everybody in Reddit. I'm there all the time. There's a great question from our Reddit page. It's reddit.com/r/Jalen and Jacoby. Soft tacos or crunchy tacos?
Before I value my veneers, hard tacos. Since I have them and cavities, soft tacos.
How is that a thing?
Because when you're eating hard tacos, the points get stuck in my teeth. You've ever seen me use toothpicks?
Yeah. If I wanted some Mexican eating, what should I do?
Stop at Taco Bell for some Mexican eating.
If you call 985-80-JALEN, you can leave us a voicemail. You leave us a voicemail, we'll play on the show just like this.
Hey, what up, Jalen and Jacoby? My name is Melanie. I am from Oakland, California. Okay, so I got an issue. I'm from Oakland, like I said. I have a 7-year-old who is a Steph Curry fan. Love Steph Curry, which is good because we all Golden State fans. But boss move or soft move, I have a 2.5-year-old that every time I'm watching basketball or anything basketball is on TV, he's hollering, LeBron James. And I'm like, no, Steph Curry. Like, is that a boss move or soft move that I'm trying to influence my kids to be a Golden State Warriors fan, a Steph Curry fan? Because, I mean, to be honest, they're going to be maybe 6'1", 6'2" if they lucky. So I think they should like Steph Curry and try to be more like him if they want to play basketball. Also, shout out Red, shout out everybody, shout out Barron. Anyway, let me know if I can still be part of the minivan mafia if I own a minivan. However, I drive a SUV on a daily. Love you guys. Keep giving the people what they want. Later. Holla at your girl.
So a couple of things. I'll grab the mic first and then allow capo of the minivan mafia. I am not allowed to talk about that topic or broach it for any way, shape, or form. I will not try. Melanie, you know, Detroit is just like Oakland. So we appreciate the love. Shout out to your 7-year-old. Let's talk about your 2.5-year-old. A couple of things. Regardless of the player that they like, they can still root for that player, learn from the skills of that player, because remember, every 7-foot center should have once been a 6-foot point guard. So when you watch LeBron James play, his unselfishness, his ability to dribble, pass, and shoot and unite those around him and do handshakes with people that won't be in the league next week are great things. Steph Curry has a trait that a lot of people truly aren't going to be able to duplicate. You know the hardest thing to do in basketball?
What's that?
Shoot.
Yeah, I'm not that great at it.
That's the hardest thing to do.
The hoop is very small.
Correct. And to get a shot off the dribble the way Steph can, he's one of the best I've seen do it, period, catch and shoot. Probably the best I've seen shoot off the dribble with range. So your 2.5 can and should watch and appreciate both. But if you want to keep mom happy and you pay the bills, you got to find a way to root for Brown when you're not listening.
He's going to end up rooting for Steph and the Warriors. Because you know why? Because when you're a kid, you know you like championship parades, champions and winners. And he's going to be in Oakland, and it's going to happen for Oakland at least twice in the next 2 to 4 years.
Like what you did
So it's going to naturally happen. Jalen Rose, I know how much you love statues. We have some sad news. Ken Griffey Jr. statue, someone stole the bat. I have some good news. The bat has been recovered, and the person who stole the bat has been caught by the police. So my question for you is this. I know you love statues, and I know you love baseball bats. How did the police catch you?
They got me.
They did, right?
And here's the thing.
How do they even know it was you? Fingerprints?
No, it's a public facility, and I slept on the fact that they got cameras.
They got cameras everywhere. There's written security, and they're like, there's a 7'6" black man. He's trying to break the bat. He's got another bat. He's hitting the statue bat with a wooden bat. He's not a very good thief, but he got it done.
And absolutely. And when I figured I was being apprehended, I was laying on the ground 2 miles before they arrived. Didn't want any issues.
They want the bat. They see you with the bat. Who knows what's going to happen?
Didn't want any issues.
Who knows what's going to happen? Let's move on. So, last night during the Warriors-Rockets game, it was a good game. The star of the show was Nick Young for a while, but the real star of the show was this gentleman. Gentleman in the stands, dressed up like Klay Thompson, with the goatee and the uniform and the whole thing. He looks like Klay. Soft move or boss move, dressing up as your favorite player.
In today's era, I have to say this. Boss move.
I'm checking into the game if I'm him. I'm checking into the game. I'm going all the way there.
And you know, when the Lions win, I roar. Mm-hmm. And when they struggle, I purr. The reason why I didn't say boss move with my chest.
Oh, why not, Mr. Rose?
Is because I'm not the biggest fan of the individuals that don't necessarily have talent, but
you don't think that's talent?
Are able to parlay that into an opportunity in which they're able to profit off of. Again, I'm not mad.
I don't know how much he's getting paid as a Klay Thompson impersonator.
I'm not mad at those who start off as IG models.
That's how I got my start.
I'm not mad at those that start off doing whatever it takes, even exposing and or demeaning themselves to be on reality TV.
How do you think I got this show?
See, the people on Jerry Springer. Like, he's the person, that show is what became the springboard into people like the Kardashians for me. So I can't be mad at him because guess what happened today and tomorrow and in the future?
No one's talking about him tomorrow.
No, people going to continue to show him on television.
We'll see. One thing I was thinking about is I thought this was a soft move, and then I remembered Halloween's around the corner, so you could just be getting in the spirit of Halloween. You know, Halloween. If this was November, I might be a little more freaked out about it. We have this. Rick Pitino told Jay Billis
that he got the wrong Yeezys.
No, that he passed a lie detector test that said he had no knowledge of any payments between Adidas and his assistant coaches or agents and his assistant coaches. Now, let's just put Pitino to the side for a second. I have a very specific question for you, Mr. Rose. Do you think you could lie to a lie detector and pass?
Clearly, because he did.
I think I could lie to a lie detector and pass. What would be your strategy? If you were on a polygraph right now and you had to lie, what would be your strategy?
After watching said reality show that now made Steve a star before he was security.
You're going back to Jerry Springer?
I was going to be able to talk as a media personality and not use that term twice, but make people understand what I was going.
Oh, okay.
And so with that being said, I see people on that show who talk about staying calm, not allowing their heart rate to get up, not sweating, not feeling a sense of anxiety or nerves, and therefore people who, you're the father, end up, it ain't yours. On that show all of the time.
Are you still watching Jerry Springer?
What did they end up doing at the end? Fighting. This is why. Still a gray area.
You still watching Jerry Springer?
No.
I used to love that show. Chris Mullin and Patrick Ewing.
Throwback. PE crazy. Crazy PE.
Chris Mullin and Patrick Ewing.
Throwback. You know, I used to call Mullin that with his game and his flat top, as he's my teammate and my OG. And Patrick Ewing, PE crazy. Crazy PE.
Is Patrick Ewing mad at you about the television?
Shout out. Jeff Van Gundy's mad at me about it.
Oh, yeah?
Because he was the assistant coach responsible for making sure
those tapes.
Got from Indiana to the road to him delivering it to big fella's room.
You know, someone yelled at Jeff Van Gundy, you guys supposed to take care of a basketball team? You can't even take care of a television/VCR.
That was Pat Riley.
Shout out.
Anyway, Chris Mullin and Patrick Ewing were on the radio.
Crazy. Throwback.
And they said that they were the only two players that took the Dream Team practices seriously. Okay, now we've all heard about these famous scrimmages, but they're saying in general no one was taking it very seriously. If you had Larry and Magic and Michael on your team, would you take practice serious?
They were taking it serious for the reasons you just alluded to, but I'm going to tell you who else was taking it serious. He better been Christian Laettner. He was taking it serious. They was like, wait a minute, Coach K's on the staff and they taking him over Shaq? I wonder why.
I wonder what he's doing here.
And Isaiah Thomas being left off that team is one of my biggest personal tragedies in NBA history.
That's one of your biggest personal tragedies in NBA history.
Isaiah Thomas is my idol. And
is he salty about that?
And a classroom sponsor of the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy.
He is?
Yes,
he
indeed.
Sponsored a whole classroom?
Yes, indeed.
I was so proud I sponsored a student.
You sponsor more than one, sir. And you ran a marathon. And you starred in Family Feud.
Can you call me Family Feud champion again?
You're a Family Feud superstar icon.